Hi, my name is Marco from Avio Presentation Systems. Today I'm going to take you through a quick video on how Clevertouch interactive displays could be used in GAA clubs, sport clubs, and so on. So to start off, we are currently using the Clever Live digital signage system to show digital signage on the screen when it's not in use, okay? So this is a free digital signage platform that allows you to share different welcome messages, news, and so on up to your screen when it's not in use. To exit out of Clever Live, you can tap anywhere on the screen and that will take you to the homepage of your Clevertouch. Now, your Clevertouch screen has its own Android system built in, which means that you can use the screen on its own. You can connect your drive to it. You can use your browser. You can download apps to it and so on. But you're also able to use your computer to share your display from your laptop, computer, tablet, and so on up to the screen. Now, there's two different ways of sharing your computer up to the screen or your device up to the screen. First way is with a wire. So as you can see, we have a few different HDMI connections, DisplayPort connection, Type-C connection, and so on that we're able to use for our wired screen connection. This will allow us to screen share, as I mentioned, our device up to the screen using a wire. Here we can adjust the sound of the display and the brightness of the display. The display itself also does come with speakers built in, they're front-facing speakers there as well. So we're able to adjust a few of those settings in here too. Now there is also another feature for our screen sharing and it's our wireless screen sharing, and that screen sharing goes through an app called Clevershare. So all we need to do is download Clevershare onto our device. We can also use Miracast, Chromecast, and so on to do our wireless screen sharing as well. But if we went ahead and downloaded the Clevershare app, what we can do is we can type in the code into our Clevershare app that we see at the top of the screen here. And afterwards, it's going to give us two options. It's going to give me an option to screen share, which will allow me to wirelessly screen share my laptop up to the screen. And I'm also able to share multiple devices up to the screen at the same time. So I'm able to share up to 9 devices, soon to be up to 30 devices with a new Clevershare update up to the screen at the same time. So if we have, for example, 4 different devices that we want to share to our screen at the same time, we are able to do that. Now you can download Clevershare on your phone, whether it's an Apple or Android device. You can download it on your Windows devices and so on. So you can use Clevershare on all different types of devices. I'm also able to place Clevershare into a smaller window. So if I'm sharing my laptop up to the screen and I also want to use maybe a whiteboard on the screen at the same time, I am able to minimize that Clevershare window and move that around the screen as well. Inside Clevershare, I also have another feature called the Desktop Sync. Desktop Sync will allow me to see the Clevertouch screen on my own device and actually control the Clevertouch screen from my own device. As you can see, I'm not touching the display and I'm able to go into my apps, settings, and so on directly from the laptop that I have here next to me. So it goes both ways. I'm able to either share my device up to the screen or I'm able to share the screen up to my device as well. Now I'm going to show you how different videos work on our Clevertouch as well. So for example, this is a video that I brought in from YouTube. You are able to open up different MP4 files on the screen as well. So let's say you have a video maybe on a USB stick, on your cloud drive, you are able to access it both ways. You can easily just play the video on the screen. You're able to move forward, move back in the video. Let's say we're looking at the pitch maybe and the formation of different players on the pitch. We're actually able to use this annotate in pencil tool. We're able to annotate over different parts of the screen. So for example, we're able to circle different parts of the screen. We also get access to different colors of highlighters. So we're able to highlight maybe different players on the screen as well. And then again, we can change the colors of our pens and we can use those pens to write over different parts of the screen. For example, circle different parts. We need the player to go towards this way and so on. Afterwards, we can also share all those annotations using a QR code to maybe different players that are in the training room currently as well. Now I'm going to take you through some of the features that we get with the whiteboard that comes with your Clevertouch, okay? So the Clevertouch screen comes with a whiteboard called the Links whiteboard. Now inside the Links whiteboard, we're able to upload our files, whether they're PDF files, PowerPoint files, and so on that we may have used before. So for example, I can hit this plus icon and I can browse. I'm just going to upload an image file of a background of a GAA pitch, for example. So here we have our GAA pitch. We're able to move it around and we're able to resize it. Afterwards, we're able to use our pens like our laser pen and other different types of pens to point into different parts of that pitch as well. And then afterwards, our laser pen will disappear with different pens like our ink pen and so on that we're able to access on the screen. Now, a useful feature here could be to bring in different shapes on the screen. So we're able to draw different shapes for different players on the screen, depending on the formation and the amount of players that we have. And then afterwards, we are able to select different shapes and we're able to move them around the screen as well. Now, the useful part about it is that we can move multiple shapes on the screen at the same time. So if we're trying to do a tactic of, let's say, two blue players going forward and a red player going backwards and so on, we're able to move multiple shapes on the screen at the same time. So it's interactive to keep it interactive for multiple shapes that we have on the screen. We're also able to use our media bar here to look up different photos. So if we want to look up different photos from Google, we're able to look them up and drag and drop them on our page as well. So again, it's keeping it interactive. It's a much better solution than your normal projector where you're just sharing your laptop up to the screen. Here you can do your team tactics, you can move different players around and keep it interactive for the players in the training room as well. Afterwards, you do have a share and print feature that will actually allow you to share that map with different players and so on to the people in the training room. They're able to scan the QR code and save that onto their device.